So for a big part of my life, I honestly believed that girls liked good guys. You know, the kind of guys who are polite, caring, always available, and would never dream of hurting anyone. I used to think if I just told a girl, I'm a good guy, I'll never hurt you, she'd be impressed. Like she'd just say, oh wow, that's amazing, let's date. Spoiler alert, that never happened. I still remember I confessed my feelings to 3 different girls, and every single time I walked away embarrassed. And you know what made it worse? Right next to me were these guys who didn't treat them half as well, yet the girls were crazy about them. They'd cry over them, fight for them, and then go running straight back. Meanwhile, I was sitting there, confused, wondering what I was doing wrong. Back then, I thought, no, maybe those girls just aren't the right ones. I'll keep being nice. Someday, the right girl will appreciate it. But months passed, then years, and nothing changed. It almost felt like fate had gone on vacation. And one day, I asked myself, why do the so-called bad boys get all the fun while we nice guys keep waiting around? Don't we deserve excitement too? That's when I thought, maybe it's time I stopped trying so hard to be the good guy. Not in a cruel way, but in a confident one. Maybe I needed to stop chasing approval and start respecting myself more. And man, once that clicked, my whole vibe changed. I stopped being scared of rejection and started having fun again. The truth is, the world often rewards confidence, not kindness alone. People in general respect those who have strong boundaries. When you're too nice, people can take advantage of that. But when you show you have self-respect, you're automatically seen differently. That's true in friendships, relationships, and even at work. Here's what I learned. Many girls, especially when they're younger, are drawn to mystery and excitement. They don't consciously say, I like toxic guys, but they're attracted to the confidence those guys show. It's not about being a jerk, it's more about how those guys act like they don't need external validation. That independence, that unpredictability, creates an emotional spark that feels exciting. It's a human thing our brains love contrasts, the ups and downs, the thrill of uncertainty. Compare that to someone who's just always calm, predictable, polite, it's safe, but it's not emotionally stimulating. People crave passion, not just peace. That's why sometimes even good relationships end for no clear reason. The emotional spark fades because there's no tension, no roller coaster. I'm not saying you should manipulate anyone. I'm saying learn the psychology of attraction. Understand that comfort doesn't always equal connection. A little bit of challenge keeps things interesting. Let me give you an example. Many guys think being quiet, loyal, and never talking to other women makes them more attractive. But the reality is, when a woman sees that no one else wants you, her brain automatically lowers your value. It's just how social psychology works. Interest creates more interest. If people see you're desirable, they start wondering why. So instead of hiding from other people, be social. Talk to other women. Have a life outside of your relationship. The moment you stop acting desperate, you shift the power dynamic. She'll start wanting to be a part of your world rather than feeling like she is your whole world. See, when you make someone your top priority too early, it actually reduces attraction. You lose your individuality, your edge. Keep your purpose, your work, your goals, your passions first. That's what gives you energy, direction, and charisma. Let the relationship support your mission, not replace it. When a girl sees that you have ambition and that your life doesn't revolve around her, it activates her instinct to want to earn your attention. And trust me, that's much more attractive than trying to buy affection with gifts or constant reassurance. Confidence isn't about being arrogant. It's about knowing your worth and not chasing validation. It means you don't react emotionally every time something doesn't go your way. You stay calm, you lead. You're emotionally in control. That, my friend, is real strength. By the way, one thing I realize is that women deeply respect men who are firm about their boundaries. When you can say no, not in anger, but with self-respect, it sends a message that your time and energy are valuable. And when you set those boundaries early, people naturally treat you better. Here's the simplest way to summarize it. When a man respects himself, the world follows his lead. So what does being the confident guy actually look like in daily life? It's when you can express what you want without fear. when you don't over-explain or seek permission to exist. You approach people, you flirt naturally, you take risks, but you don't lose yourself in someone's opinion of you. Let's get real. When you're straightforward with your intentions, women appreciate that honesty. It doesn't mean being rude or pushy. It means being clear about who you are and what you want. That clarity is powerful. It removes confusion and creates attraction based on authenticity. The more I understood this, the more I noticed that confidence and self-respect change every interaction. You stop worrying about what she'll say. You stop overanalyzing texts. You stop being afraid of rejection because you finally realize you're the prize too. And if you lose someone because you were being your authentic self, you didn't actually lose anything. You just made space for someone who will appreciate the real you. Let me tell you something important. Control your emotions. Don't suppress them. There's a difference. When you feel angry, sad, or jealous, pause. Don't react immediately. Nobody likes emotional chaos. Stability is sexy. A man who knows how to stay grounded during chaos, that's rare. That's leadership. And look, don't use being confident as an excuse to hurt or manipulate anyone. That's not real power. Real power is calmness, self-awareness, empathy, and knowing when to walk away. You can have standards without being cruel. At the same time, if you're in a relationship and you feel it's serious, learn to balance things. You don't need to keep playing games forever. When a woman has shown you loyalty and respect, it's okay to soften a bit and let down your guard. The key is balance. Never lose the traits that made her attracted to you in the first place, but also allow emotional closeness to grow. Most guys mess up relationships because they either become too detached or too clingy. Finding that middle ground is everything. Stay passionate about your own life, but also give genuine attention when you're with her. And really let go of the fantasy that money or status alone will make someone love you. Sure, success can attract attention, but it's not what keeps someone emotionally invested. What truly keeps attraction alive is emotional depth, your ability to make her feel. Boredom kills relationships faster than anything. You can buy gifts, you can show off, but if she stops feeling emotionally alive around you, she'll eventually drift away. So keep the energy alive. Be spontaneous. Be unpredictable in small, fun ways. Keep things exciting. I know some people will say, if she really loves you, you don't need to do all this. Trust me, that's not how human psychology works. Love isn't a permanent state. It's something you keep nurturing through presence, energy, and passion. And one last thing, if you take only one lesson from this, let it be this. Never stop being the man you were before you met her. Never lose your identity trying to impress someone. The moment you start living for someone else's approval, you start losing yourself. And that's when things fall apart. So yeah, after all those years of being the nice guy, I finally learned that being good isn't enough. You have to be confident, authentic, and yes, sometimes a little unpredictable. That's what keeps life exciting. Do that, and you'll never have to chase love again. It'll start chasing you. And if you're hearing this thinking, bro, that makes sense, then trust me, you're already way ahead of where I was years ago. I hope you liked this video. I will meet you with another video soon.